Hey guys, it's your girl Tara Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Sistas on BET. Sistas on BET. Sisters on BET. Okay, enough of the silly stuff. If you have not already, please hit my subscribe button because we are already over 500. Yes, we are halfway to our goal. Yes, we are halfway there. We will be giving away $1,000 when we get there. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Thank you. Okay, so getting into the show. Andi she got a brain. After all, we found that there is a brain in there somewhere. And she said no to Gary. She said absolutely not. She told him that her friends were going to be hard on him and not really want to deal with him. And that was the truth. And it kind of felt like Tyler was trying to warm us back up to Gary a little bit. You know, him being in the bed, her being in the bathroom, that was kind of cute. I'm like, maybe he is going to change. Wrong again. This fool, she come out gorgeous, just ready for the action, you know. And she's like, come to me. He's like, he's out for it. First he's tired, now he ain't tired no more. He's out for it. He go over there to her. And she's like, I want to show you this trick I learned. And he's like, you know what? I'm sleepy again. I don't want to do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Every time you say something, I think about you and him. I think about you and him. I can't think about anything but you and him. Like, dude, don't you know she wasn't a virgin when you met her? Like, what are you going through? Like, dude, the control. So hopefully Andi kind of sees this, but I don't know. She's a whole simp. She just like, and I'm sorry too. Sorry for what, Andi? Why are you apologizing to him? You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, Andi. He did everything wrong. He is the one that is controlling. He is the one that cannot get out of his mind. You had sex with somebody when y'all broke up. Or somebody that you really need to be dealing with and not this fool. You mad at Paris because he lives with his mama, but this fool trying to totally control you. Like, I don't get it, Andi. You need to, honey. You need to let that go. Because that ain't going nowhere fast. And you are definitely going to be laying in the bed mad a whole lot dealing with this fool right here. How's he still thinking about stuff that happened months ago? Ugh. Didn't y'all already do it? Like, why is... you know what? Let me be quiet. Okay, so Sabrina going over... Okay, so no, we can't skip to that. Let me talk about Cowboy and Danny. They was kind of cute. And I think it was kind of funny when he was like, she told him that Gary tried to make Karen marry him. And he was like, well, I'll let you know when we get married, when I marry you. And she was like, I said, girl, he didn't ask you to marry him right now. Calm down. Chill out. Relax. Because he said nothing of the sort. He said when. And that could be 2 years from now, 5 years from now. And she like, I ain't trying to get married. Plus, you know, he says all these nice things to me, but he listens to Kentucky Bluegrass. Hold up, baby. I'm from Kentucky. We're not going to keep on. But I don't listen to that crap either. And you can't really make him conform to what you listen to. It's like y'all are opposites that are attracting. So you have to accept what he likes as well as he has to accept what you like. So if that's going to be too much for you, if you're not mature enough to handle that, then yes, absolutely. In the relationship, don't drag him along. But yeah, I would definitely, we would be taking turns like in the car. My turn to pick my radio station. You can't, no, I'm not listening to that crap I'm not listening to the tunes that you like listen to, baby. Don't call it crap, because even if you think it's crap, even if you think it's bull, don't say that. Say, it's my turn and leave it at that. So, I thought that was cute. And Sabrina like, no, I'm going over Karen's. And Karen needed to be seen because you remember from last week, Karen left the non-gone wedding. She was like, I'm not doing this and I'm not going to sit here and watch you make this mistake. And she went straight to her shop and told, you know, Zack to come over. Like, come over here. I'll wait. I'll wait as long as it takes, Zack. I'll wait as long as it takes, Zack. So, Zack gets over there and he pretty much lets her know, you know, what do you want? And she's like, well, clearly there's unfinished business. I talked to Fatima, and she said that you always talked about me, but you never said my... Girl, he ain't got to say your name. And she wasn't going to let him. Because every time he brought up his ex, she was like, this is an ex-free zone. This is an ex-free zone, so she didn't have to let him do nothing. She didn't, you know, he didn't have to say your name. But she was, I guess, thinking that he really still cared for her and wanted to be with her. But he came to let her know it was over, 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 over. He said that Fatima showed him something. She told, basically everything that I've been saying. Fatima built him up. She built his confidence up. She built his, his self-esteem. He got that now. And that's something that Karen beat down all the time. But here Fatima is raising him up and making him feel like he can do better. And that's why he's attracted to her. And that's why he's falling in love with her. Because she not only told him he could do better, she showed him how and put him in a position to do better. He's in the position to make 6 figures at this point. And, that's everything that, Karen probably wanted out of him, but she didn't know how to produce that. And so now she's stuck with knowing that he's not only moving on, but he's moving on to a woman that is probably going to treat him better than her. And he told her, I'm going with it with all my love, all my heart, all of it. In other words, you ain't keeping no piece of it. So I'll get back to that in a minute. So let's talk about, talked about Andi Simpis. Let's talk about Maurice calling Q over. That was just kind of weird and unnecessary. You're not going to call the police. You asking him questions that he ain't answering. That was really filler. And you just let him go. And it was weird. And I don't understand why that happened the way it did. Is Maurice trying to be in a relationship with Q? Like, what are you trying to do? You trying to save this boy? Like, what is really going on? I don't understand. But he left, and that was the end of that. I thought it was weird. I didn't feel like it was necessary at all. I thought it was cute that, Aaron came to see Karen to make sure she was straight. And, Sabrina was leaving. And, she was just like, yeah, everything's good, whatever. Thinking it's the same old same. But he was like, nah, I came to make love to you, boo. She's like, what? But I'm going to tune in when he say he going to lick it. Yeah, girl. He ready to do that thing. And you need some from him. You need to see what the hype is about. Like, he been holding out on you for all this time. Yeah, girl, go on and get it in. So that was like the cliffhanger or whatever. But let me talk about Fatima and Zeke. Because Zeke, I'm sorry I got to say it like Karen said. Zeke, he went over there with everything. As soon as she opened the door, he kissed her. He was like, I could not wait to get over here. And she's like, no, Zack, you still love Karen. That don't matter. Love is something that don't go away, people. You gonna always love a person. It's just the level of love that you have and your ability or your willingness to act on that love. Like, I can say that I still love all of my exes, but I would never be with them again. I don't have, not that kind of love. It's that residual love. It's just residue. It's just the residue. But it never goes completely away, I don't believe, because I've had some horrible stuff happen to me from people that I loved, and I still love them even though I hate them the same. So when they say it's a thin line, that line is so thin, you can't even see it. So beware, beware, beware. So, she just needs to let that part go. If he's willing to be with her and he's told Karen exactly what needs to be said, then there's nothing more to say, baby girl. Get your man, honey, because you care for him too. You love him too. And he said that, and she's like, stop. And he was like, yeah. But yeah, he do love you, girl. He love you because you made him believe in himself, and that's something that he had never done. You got him up off of a bicycle. Karen could have got him a little A to B card, but she didn't. So for whatever reason, but he still owe her $72,000 because he only gave her $5,000. He said he owed $77,000, so he still owes $72,000. But that's neither here nor there. She said, "You not making love to me." She said, "I want you to fuck me, Zack." Oh, when she said that, I said, "Well, girl, give it to me like this." She said, "No, go downtown." I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I love that shower scene, but the kitchen scene is catching up because he bent the over. Ooh, poo. She said harder. Whoop, 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 whoop. I loved it. I'm sorry. I loved it. It was everything to me. And I just hope that this is the beginning of Zack and Fatima, because he's closed that, you know, he made it clear. He got in her face. He said, I'm done. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. I really like this episode. Even though it did have a few filler moments, it was a pretty good episode, I believe. I finally got what I wanted. And next week, it seems like it's going to be even juicier because, look, Gary going to get caught talking to somebody. Who he talking to? His wife. Because, again, why was he laying there all that time knowing that he was not bleeding and did not help you, Andi? Don't be no fool, stupid. We just going to have to see how foolish she is and what, you know, he talks her out of. Because he clearly knows she's boo-boo the fool because he keeps playing her. So we just going to see how that ends up. But that is, I'm going to end this. Ooh, I went over 10 minutes. I'm so sorry, people. But that is my $5.02. Peace.